I'm trying to get to build the habit of just eat stuff that's like food.
But also,
I'm only now starting to get into personally face this stuff. Yeah.
It's a journey, but also, you know, the other guy proved the point that you can eat McDonald's and still lose weight. As far as I'm concerned, that's bullshit. You know, you want to be healthy, you want longevity, and I'd rather you not lose 10 pounds and look like a skeleton and your skin will pale and or you know, all that sort of stuff, than actually stay the way you are. There'll be a lot more healthy because you're eating the right sort of food. Does that make sense? That's such a important point I want to stress.
I think if you eat a lot of sugar as well, you just try and cut it out. You're like trying to come off the drug because you're so used to it and your body is so used to having it. You just got to say it.
Cool. Right, there's a lot to take in there, guys. I appreciate you sitting there so quietly and patiently. Let's open it to you now, guys. Questions. Who's got some questions? Brian.
I've heard you should have cheat days.
Yeah.
How many cheat days?
So, I knew that question was coming, guys. So, I knew that
priorities, right?
So, yes, you probably have more questions about how often to eat and how big are meals and stuff. And, some of that is in there, but if you want to answer that question, great. But, so Brian's alluded to cheat meals. We all know what cheat meals are. Yeah, so if we're trying to be as clean as possible, as healthy and healthy as possible, you know, that's a bloody hard thing to do. We've not done before. What we can do is we can implement cheat meals to keep us going. Okay, keep us on the bandwagon. We might have one bad meal every so often just to keep ourselves sane. Alright? Now, what I generally do is try and break it down. So if we have 3 meals a day, 7 days a week, it's 21 meals. Okay? 21 meals, 3 out of those 21, let's have a cheat meal. Alright? Think we can do that? Yeah? So 18 meals, you're trying to be as good as possible, trying to have all these things, good macros, good quality foods, no sugar. Okay, and then 3 out of 21. Just one meal though, not whole day, right? Not whole weekend.
It could be a whole day, probably you do 3 out of 1.
And if I was going to give you any advice whatsoever, if you're going to do it, try and do it later in the day, because I know from my own experience, once I've had something sweet in the morning, that's it. The floodgates are open, and I ain't stopping. I ain't stopping. So the house is empty. I will eat everything in my house that is sweet and not good for you, because it will cool me. It will cool. Never have a piece of steak in the fridge going, Holly, the damn sure no, there's dairy milk or donuts or anything like that will cool you.
You've got a question what your eyes are.
Got kids now, right? That's no excuse. That's no excuse.
Oh, you're a kid.
But, you know, actually that's a very good point as well. And it is in the guide that it's not good for you, don't buy it. You get in the habit of buying crisps, chocolate bars, you just don't need it. You really don't need it. Don't buy it, don't have it in the home because you won't be able to resist it. You just won't. We're hardwired to not be able to resist it. So, yeah, you never have that bit of dough that just stays in the fridge, in the cupboard for like months on end, you never eat it. Yeah. Okay, good question there, Brian.
I'm like snacking, like sometimes I'll get hungry in between meals, like before I'm on my way to training, I'll get an urge if I'm hungry, like a piece of fruit, what would you recommend?
Find what works for you. It's very individual. You can't say 3 meals, 2 snacks, because you know, we have some people that are like teachers that have like literally a 15-minute break and they can quickly get some food in. You have to find what works for you and what works for your lifestyle. It's very individual.
There's lots of, I mean, you're going to have to do a bit of research, you have to do different work, we're not hand-fed, be fed everything to you, you know, play around with it, yeah, this fruit's absolutely fine.
What sort of like berries?
Berries are better stuff. Whatever you feel, you know, whatever you feel can keep you going. If you've got leftover lunch from the night before, you might have a little bit of chicken and a couple of nuts, whatever. Do you recommend an option, or like you say 3 meals? Again, it comes back to Shaq's point in terms of lifestyle and what's going to be easiest to eat. I generally have about 3 meals a day. I might have a snack after I train. So, you know, after a workout, it's probably quite important that you get some good quality food in. That's probably the most important time. So for me, I'll have a snack after that. If I don't feel like eating a big meal, I'll have a small snack and then have a bigger meal maybe an hour afterwards.
You can't take the recovery shakes.
Yeah, exactly.
I personally think meal frequency is far below food quality and food quantity. I think those are the two things you need to nail, and then actually frequency isn't all that important if you've got those two.
It does come down to just your lifestyle, when you can eat and when you can't eat, basically. And it involves a little bit of planning around that. But you know, you know your lifestyle better than we do, so you can, make sense? Yeah? And Chief, you've got any specific questions about it? Just, feel free to ask it.
It's just, it's just different. I don't know, be prepared as well.
Yeah, I think timings around your workouts are probably the hardest ones to get right. Some people like to not eat before they go to the gym, maybe 2 hours before. Some people don't mind training with something in their stomach. She actually don't mind having something in the stomach before you train. Whereas I can't have anything at least 2 hours before. Maybe apple maybe like just before, but nothing in my stomach before. So again, that's very individualised. And the timings around your workout is probably when you're going to have those snacks just to maybe keep you going. If you know your lunch is at 12, you're training at 5, then that's big time in between like 5 hours and not going about your food. So that's what kind of, you've got to consider those sort of things basically. Anyone else?
You said there's a line to draw between our...
Oh, Andy was nice enough to put his hand
Oh,
up.
sorry. Sorry.
No, if we're talking about like calories a day, if you're someone who's like training 2 or 3 days a week, and so you're active on those days but not on the others, are you still looking at the same calories each day, or are you going to tailor it to...
That's a good question, and you can waive your, you can waive it and have maybe less on one day or more on the other. I would just go blanket across it. To begin with, just go blanket, same every day, and because the calories you consume the day before is going to happen the day after.
Yeah,
and the day, and then the calorie, your body is going to be still ticking over the day after and need recovery, so adding that fuel in then is going to make sense. But that's something that you can get refined over time. If you find that you've reached the point, you feel like you've reached the point where you're just not losing any weight, you're eating as clean as possible can, it's as perfect as possible, then that's when you can start waiving those sort of things.
Yeah, and I was just going to say that obviously figure that we times by 1.9 takes it, or obviously it'd be like 1.2 if you were only doing 2-3 days a week. That takes into consideration if you are only training 2 or 3 times a week. So it kind of gives you blanket calories. And like Ol said, the calories on your rest days are just as important as on your workout days. You often see it where people just don't eat anything on a Sunday, like, oh, I'm not training today, might have 1 or 2 meals, don't really fuel properly, and then they feel like shit on the Monday. So it's super important that you actually respect the rest day, and eat well and recover well. I wouldn't recommend that. Purely because, like I said, your body's primary source is carbohydrates. I mean, ketosis is fine if you're training at a very low intensity. So if you can literally walk through workouts, then that's fine. Your body will essentially be using fat as the energy source. But if you do anything remotely intensive where you're burning sugars as your primary source and you have no sugars in there, it's just another stress on the body. And like I said, then you'll start running off the hormones of cortisol and God knows what else. So I wouldn't recommend that long term.
See, we've done it, we've tried,
Yeah.
we've experimented with all sorts of things, and we've done it, and you feel like you're all right at the time, and then you actually start to do some calculation, like, shit, I can't believe I just spent the last 6 months grinding through it, and I feel so much better now. So, but, you know, it's experimentation. See how little carbs you can get away with without you falling off a cliff. You'll soon find out. So it is that kind of experimentation. That's why we're quite adamant about these two. Protein and fat's quite set in stone how much you should have, but then the carbohydrates is you've got room to play in there and experiment.
Come and hop it first, everybody.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know, just, especially for like me, who wants to few battles and falls in the train. So yes, I train at like 6 o'clock at night, like finish at 7 and get in, multiple the traffic and that. You know, getting a cooking a full on meal, and then sitting down and thinking, you know, shit, it's like 8:45 and get to bed soon. Would you say there's a line to draw between how late you eat before going to sleep? Because, you know, firstly, there's occasions where I'll eat a full meal, shower, get in bed, and I'm like,
Yeah, that is a really good question, Tom. And unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do about it. In an ideal world, you want to eat 2 hours before you get in
You might
bed.
have a dinner on the table.
But we
You can tell Taylor. You can tell Taylor ain't here.
we'd rather you eat they're not talked about. You'd rather eat and not talk. Now, if you're looking at total calories, maybe you're having a bigger breakfast, maybe you're having a bigger lunch, and then a smaller dinner in the evening. If you don't want something to manage you, if it's really affecting you and you're struggling with sleep, you're getting up at night and stuff, then you can bring the size of your evening meal down. But after training, probably just
I mean, we, for the last 7 or 8 years, we've probably been eating at 9:30, 10 o'clock, 3 or 4 nights a week. Finish here at 9, get him at 9:30. So, we eat late. It's not ideal, but you've got to find what works for you.
Any more?
Someone else has a question, isn't it?
With the macros, you worked out a gram per pound of body weight. Would you do that from your optimal body weight or your...
Yeah, I mean, ideally, if you were really overweight, you'd find like your lean body mass first. So again, there's some like simple calculators you can do. I think there's even a link. Not that you can click the link on the paper, obviously. But there is a link on here somewhere. You could try. Yeah, there is a link on there that I put it, so you can maybe just type that URL into the top. But that's only really if you're like massively overweight, you'd use a lean body mass figure. So yeah, I mean, if you were 400 pounds, you'll be looking at taking 400 grams of protein in a day. It's just excessive. Yeah. Does that answer that? Yeah.
Any more? Any more?
Is everyone in that group? Okay. I don't know what's going on with you there. Why couldn't we add you in? Yeah, anyone can accept anyone. Yeah, so I mean, I'll find out what's going on with you there. So yeah, if you can get into the group, guys, on Facebook, that would be an invaluable tool. Exactly what Ollie said at the start, that kind of community side of things. You can kind of share each other's food diaries, take screenshots of what you're eating that day. Obviously, Cass post some awesome dishes in there. Put your blog link in there as well.
Yeah, if you've got any other questions that you can't think of now, don't ask the group. Please come and ask us. We'll put it in the Facebook group. Okay, let's try and be as interactive in there as possible, and we'll try and keep giving you content and advice through that channel. Good articles that we might see, and then you guys feel free to link whatever you like on there as well. No dodgy stuff there.
Just to recap a bit that what we were able to achieve. So from tomorrow, day food diary.
Day food diary.
Measurements or anything like
Before and
that.
after pictures. Before and after pictures, you can keep them to yourself unless you want to surprise. Now, 6 weeks is not a long time for this, guys. It's not designed to be a crash diet. If we wanted you all to lose a shitload of weight in 6 weeks, then we'd maybe tweak this a little bit, yeah. But we're looking for longevity, changes of lifestyle habits. This is a long-term thing. You should see some good results in 6 weeks if you stick to it. But if we feel like you just started yourself, you're going to be in for the run.
See you.
Okay. All right. You want it to be a gradual thing. And 6 weeks hopefully is just enough time to kickstart a new routine. Might have a bit of a blow after Christmas, but then back on the horse afterwards. And like I said, hopefully give you some simple steps and simple tools to set you up for long term. Does that make sense? Yeah. Cool. Done?
Any more for any more?
When we do this healthy eating next year, can we get some shares?
Noted, Diggler.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for doing up your Sunday evening. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.